Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to discuss about the step we have been taking in the bike sharing project and the rationale behind the solution that we have proposed and the step that must be taken in order to complete the information system development. The scope that this presentation will cover will be the introduction, the bike sharing system process, the structure of the bike sharing system, the information system component, security requirements of the system. Now, before we proceed, let's try to understand what bike sharing is. Bike sharing is a new, exciting way of transportation that has become a popular in recent years. However, it is not without difficulties and challenges. And for us to solve these challenges, we can see from the above picture that we can see the team members planning and trying to see how they can implement. And also we can see the picture of the docking system and also the bikes and someone trying to learn how to uh, rent the bike and also the um, graphical representation of data in the biking system. So what is biking sharing system? A biking sharing system is a shared transportation service where people can rent bicycles at a reasonable rate and use them together. The program themselves consists of both docking and dockless system. Docking system allow a user to rent a bike from a dock or a technology-enabled bike rack and also return it into another node or a rack within the same system. Whereas the dockless system, on the other hand, will provide you a node-free system relying on smart technology. This system may be used smartphone, online mapping to locate the available bikes and port in either format. The process that involved for us to implement the biking system is, first of all, we need to develop an information system that we are going to use to coordinate the hardware and the software component of the system. And also we have to plan in every stage, what are the logistics that are required and what are the things that we need to put in place for every stage to work. And before we can proceed, we need to plan ahead. And also we have the development and designing of the stage. After planning, you acquired or you purchase the hardware processes and the software processes. For the hardware, you need to get the docking system, the bicycle, the computers, the servers, and also the wires and wireless devices and your GPS. These are the development stages and the design. The design, we develop the information system that we want to use. It could be a non-SQL data representation or SQL representation. In this case, I'll prefer non-SQL representation so that it can capture pictures and videos and any other stuff into it. And also implementation stage. The implementation stage is when everything is placed in its position for the system to work. Who is coordinating who and what is monitoring what. These are the implementation stage. The number of bikes needed, the placement of dock, as well as the information system to use are all determined by research. You have to conduct a feasibility study to see the number, to get to know the number of bikes that you need, the docking and the docking rack that you have to need, and how you can locate them at advantageous places. All these comes under um, the research after you've done your research. Now let's look at the architecture of the biking sharing system. First of all, we need to get to know the bike. That is, individual register with a program and identify themselves with their membership card or by their smart their smart card via their cell phone or other method. And also then we come to the docking stage. Docking station, this is a station as special bike racks that lock the bike and only release the bike to the renter by a computer control system, and it takes information from uh, the user interface to release the bike to the person. Then we come to the security system. The security system, these include tracking system embedded in the bike for easy identification of the location of the bike, and also two-way factor authentication system for user ID. For example, it could be your password and also your biometric system that you have to use, maybe your thumbprint and or be your retina. Each of it will work. And another way of enhancing the security is also to regularly recommend that users will change their password to minimize the risks of cyber security. And also automation system. These are the system put in place for the system to automatic work. Something like after a user has logged in and request the system to release the bike, automatically the system will release the bike per the information that is being fed to the system. Now let's see the information components of information system component of the system. We have the software and the hardware, this include cloud system servers, that is where we will save our data, and also the hardware component. The hardware component include the bike itself, the human, and the computers, and also the rack system and the docking facilities. And these all include the hardware component. And we have the database. The database will be MySQL or non-rational database. All these are the database, and these are normally the personal information that we pick from the users, and the number of bike and the bike location. These can all be stored on the cloud system, because the docking system will be at the various distance apart, and therefore the cloud system will make it more efficient in cost reduction or cost effective. Now, the implementation of the system, first of all, you need to do your research to determine the good location for your docks, and also the number of bikes that you need to buy, and the establishment of the dock. You need to get a dock that it have easy user, free user friendly system, and also each rack has a locking system for the bike, and parking design for empty space, and also non-SQL database that will be created, and apps for mobile device which will be also created, and GPS software that will be installed on the system or on each bike. Now, the security requirement for the system to work efficiently, we have the physical security challenges. This includes the misplacements of the bike, or stealing of the bike, and also destruction of some body part of the bike, and the system itself can also be some of it. And we have the software security challenge. Software security challenges happen as a result of unable to refusal to install firewalls to enhance cybersecurity issue, to minimize cybersecurity issues, and also recommendation of two-way authentication factor, and updating of one's password from time to time. And the other part of security is the natural disaster, of which we find it difficult to work with. That it could be earthquake, fire outbreak, and also storm or tornadoes. These are the theme behind the system to work efficiently. That is, we have the system engineer, the system security managers, system administrators, and operations managers. Then we will conclude that the bike sharing systems are shared transportation services that allow individuals to rent or borrow a bike or short term or long term basis. However, information system has made it possible for thousands of people to rent this bike and enjoy their cycling without having to own it, by coordinating the hardware and software component of the information system to enhance productivity, and also to enhance the productivity of the biking sharing system. Thank you. My name is Ebenezer. Bye bye.